we are looking for a wholesale deal that the wholesaler said it has 44 homes in a package. Let me see here. And it's supposed to be worth 3-point-something million. But I don't.
3.4.
3.4. And how much is he selling?
It's 59 in Cross Timbers area.
Can you? Are you in front of your computer where you can actually go and see this deal and tell me what the listing is so I can pull it up?
I don't really. Other than him telling me it's on My House Deals or whatever where you're at, and he's supposed to send me an email that details the information out.
Okay,
so you put together.
So you didn't find it on My House Deals. He told you that.
Yeah, he told me that. What I did this morning, I finally figured out how to Google send text messages to all that kind of stuff to send to wholesalers. So that's what I've been doing all morning. I've gotten some different responses and stuff on that, some couple conversations and whatnot.
All right, because from what I am looking at, I don't see it. I don't see any deal that the value is 3-point-something million.
That's what he was telling me on the phone. He said if someone had like $2.5 million down, he would do a first lien, second lien, all this other kind of stuff. But I wanted to look and see what his presentation was first.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to find the deal right now so I can analyze. But
here's one that another guy sent me and stuff on it, but it's also on MLS. If you want to look at it real quick.
Have you analyzed it?
I just got it. Like I said, that's what I started in the process of.
Yeah, then I don't care for it. If it's not a deal that you've have already looked into, then
I looked at it briefly, but I haven't looked at it in detail.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well then we'll just not analyze your deal for today then.
No, I mean, like I said, I just got it. It's on MLS just briefly for like $69,000. He's offering it out at $55,000 net. It's in Roslyn Heights. I only saw one other comp there for like $124,000. This is like a pier and beam house instead of a slab.
Okay, so you saw a comp for how much?
I think 124.
124, and he's asking 55.
Yeah, but the difference between a pier and beam house and a slab house, is there much difference in those two type foundations as far as value?
Oh, well, it depends. I mean, it depends on where they're at. So, like, if they're in the heights, then no. I mean, they're worth a lot. But if they're in like a different subdivision, then the slab is worth more. But so it really depends on the neighborhood.
Okay.
Because like a lot of, some people like Victorian homes, and Victorian homes are all on pier and beam.
It depends, I guess, the buyer's taste, huh?
Yep. All right. So does anybody here wants to be on the hot seat today? Like that you have a deal that you're actually working on, that you're considering it, but you're not sure which way to go.
I never pulled the money out if it had already ran because I do. I said that would be like taking money from them.
Vicky, are you talking to us or are you talking
verbal contract for a year, and I said I'm going to do my best to do it.
I think Vicky's talking to someone else.
Hey.
Vicky, I muted you out. So if you want to talk, can you let me know so I can unmute you? Can you like type in the question, say, yeah, I want to talk, so I know. Okay, anybody have a deal? Or maybe it's not a deal. Maybe there's like, who wants to?
Tim, I have a question. This is Tina.
Tina.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
I have a guy that has a rent house, and I had sent him a yellow letter, and I haven't called him back yet, but he left me a message. And if the house is just been leased. He said he had a tenant move out, and he's just putting a tenant in. In that situation, if you bought the house with a tenant in a new lease, would you minus repairs when you figured out what you needed to offer?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because you're going to assume that this tenant's going to move out tomorrow.
No, but I mean, it's if they've just signed a new lease for a year.
I understand.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that, like, the tenant literally can move out tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So that's irrelevant to us about whether or not the tenant is there. Of course, I mean if you were buying it to keep it as a rental, then then you might like that tenant there. But it also depends on the the background of that tenant. What if you don't like that tenant, right? And so you don't care for the tenant to be there. Like, you rather for them to just move out. You don't care to honor that contract. So the current seller has to work whatever they need to work out with the tenant. So
Okay.
as a wholesaler, when you buy it, when you're selling it, you never know what your buyer wants to do with it. And also,
Okay.
the fact that there's a tenant in it, you limit yourself to who's going to buy the house, which is to landlords. So like the rehab, they're not interested in it. They don't want a house with tenants in them.
Well, I've talked to some of the people on my yellow letters, and they're interested in more rental properties. So that's why when I was looking at this one, I was just like, which I guess I need to call them back and see if a house has a tenant in it, would you still be interested?
Yeah, and chances are they are. I mean, if they want rental properties, chances are they are interested. It's just they still have to check out what that tenant looked like.
Yeah. Okay.
That tenant is a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or what if that tenant has been evicted for the last few years, so you never know, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but to answer your question, the answer is you always estimate the repairs as if there is no tenant.
Okay.
Is that it?
Well, that was my question. I did get a bunch of signs after the election.
Yay! How many signs did you get?
I actually scored a couple of the big ones, and they were good ones too. They just had white on the back, so we can slice those up. But I was getting all these signs, and I'm going. And at the end of the day, I did something to my back because I'm pulling these things out of the ground, and some of them were really hard. And so yeah, I'm like, I've got some problem with my back now. I'm like limping around. It's getting better, but I do have my signs. And I told my husband, I said, I'll just keep the garage door closed for right now because I have all of these political signs. And I was like, I was going to get the kids to paint them this weekend. Get some.
Well, you don't need to paint. You can just use like one of those big markers and just handwrite them.
But I mean, they have writing on them.
No, you're gonna use the side where there is no writing.
They're on both sides.
Oh, then throw those away. Then don't use the one with both sides. Or are they all both sides?
Most of all of the ones I have are both sides, and I thought, my son loves to get a roller and paint, and we'll put him with quilts, and he can just paint those things, just one side of it or whatever.
Okay.
But I mean, the stakes, I've got all of those stakes.
Yeah,
so.
the stakes are expensive, so it's good. Awesome.
Yeah, so you should have seen me. I clipped that one sign, and I was like rolling it, trying to make it fit in the back of my Explorer, that big one. It was fun.
Good. Yeah. AC sent me a picture of all the signs he got. I think he probably got over 1,000 signs.
Oh, wow. I still probably got 200 little ones and, you know, the big ones, and then they still haven't taken down some of these other big ones. But
Yeah.
most of the little ones, they have writing on both sides, so we
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. So go back out and pick up all the big ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go get me some more big ones. I looked today, and there were still some up. So.
Yeah. Yeah. If you drive down, there's still some up for sure. Those don't get picked up as fast. Good. Well, congratulations. Now you have, now you're gonna. Well, in Pearland, you got to be careful with signs, though.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably go. I've been kind of scoping out some other neighborhoods and where I could put these,
Right.
or at least some well-placed ones. So, and
So whenever you put out signs, just keep this in mind. If you just keep this in mind, you'll do well. You always put it on private properties. So, for example, like if there's a corner of an intersection, so instead of putting the sign out on like outside of the sidewalk, if you put out the signs like inside the sidewalk where it belongs to that shopping strip, for example, then that becomes private property.
oh, really?
Yeah. So when you put it on private property, the city can't do anything to you. They can't pick up the sign. They can't fine you. They can't do anything. The only thing that the only thing someone can do something is the owner of that shopping mall. They can go and throw away your sign, or they can call you. But that's it. Like the city, it's out of city limit. It's out of public property or city property.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So same thing, like in Pearland, in the neighborhoods that you like, you can put it on vacant houses.
You know, I've thought about that because I see a lot around. When I get back into these neighborhoods, I never even knew there was a neighborhood back there.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. So like what I do a lot of time is I put it right in the middle between the vacant house and the house next to it. So like people can't really tell which house it is. Like they can't tell if I put it on the vacant house or I put it on the house that's occupied. Because it's
okay.
like right in the middle. So the house that is occupied thinks that the house that's vacant put that up, you know?
Yeah. You know, and I found some video on YouTube I need to send to you because it was about, you know, our mindset. And you know how I have been grappling with my worry and all that.
Yeah.
And it's just working. I mean, things are working just like you said. It's I need to send it around. It's that whole thinking positive. You are what you think.
Right.
You know, and setting your goals and visualizing, and it's
right.
like it's doing good. So.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's like what I was working with Mercedes on. It actually goes beyond just thinking it, but actually being it, right? So.
Yeah.
So when Mercedes step into being excited, I mean, you know, all kinds of things that, you know, opens up. So good. Well, awesome, Tina. Anything else? I mean, are you pretty clear on the action steps that you need to take?
Yeah, I do my Craigslist. I've got yellow letters going out. This is the first time I'm going to venture into bandit signs. In the mornings I practice my pastels. I make sure I do that. So I'm just moving myself forward and getting better. And I don't know. It's just this new excitement. It's like, you know, like the chains have been taken off my brain.
That's awesome.
You know, and letting, you know, we are what we think we are.
Right.
And for the longest time, looking back over how I thought, it was like, oh my gosh, you know, that's that's why I've, just held myself back so much. And it's just like the fog is going away, and it's just very freeing. It's like, oh, well, I need to get busy because there's so many things I can do, and they're just, it's all in what we think. Just like Mercedes, it's the whole thing of, I don't have enough time, and I was the same exact way. I've had all those thoughts too, but it's just, if you think that, you're going to be that way.
Right.
You can't think that.
Well, yeah, that's why Landmark always say, like, the Landmark form starts the day you register. So it's already starting to go to work on you.
Yeah, well, I mean, in this video, it's just like all of it. It's like you really have to change
So
the way you...
Tina, Leslie asked you, what do you practice in the morning?
What do I practice in the morning? My pastels, my painting. I'm a pastel painter, and I'm gonna, in the mornings I devote a little time because in trying different techniques. And just this morning, I was thinking about all this. Let's just think outside of the box, and all we can do. And I had these kind of visions come in, like, oh, what I want to do, I want to paint these little landscape pictures, of mountains and stuff, and just small. So I did that this morning, and I put them in little frames. And I said, God, I love these because you can set them on your desk, and they're little pieces of original art. And if I can find some old, just pick up old odd frames, and put these little landscape pictures. And it's like, and I was thinking, wow, I could call them little windows with big views.
Oh my God.
And you could put it on your desk. I've got one on my desk now. I did this morning. It's mountains and
How much you sell it? Okay, how much will you sell it for?
I don't know. They're just little things. They don't take me long.
Okay, Tina, the one that you painted this morning, how much you want to sell it for?
I don't know. I like it so much. And it didn't take me that long. I was like, I can probably sell it for what, $35 or so?
Sold. I'll buy it for $35.
Yeah?
Yes.
You haven't even seen it. It just took me a little while. And I thought, oh, I love they put these big mountain, vast stuff that you can see forever, and you can set it on your desk, and you can look out there, and it's your little original picture.
Okay, Tina, this is awesome. This is great. You found
little windows with big views.
You found yourself a niche. This is awesome. This is perfect. So here's what I want you to do. Like, we have 1 week. So you're gonna bring you're gonna bring the one that I bought from, like the one that you painted today. I'm gonna buy that one from you. Okay.
Okay. Well, look, I was gonna say it's not my best, but by golly, it's a little picture, and I did it, and it was fun.
So how many more are you gonna paint from now until next Wednesday when we have our meeting?
I'm gonna do at least 2 a day.
Okay, good. You're gonna do 2 a day. You're gonna put them. So go find those old frames. People
I was gonna stop by some places I thought might have them today. Okay.
And so you are going to sell these at our meeting next Wednesday. Also at nighttime when we have that networking thing at night too.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out maybe my sister can watch my kids.
Yeah,
my husband teaches.
All right, that'd be really cool. So look, you got yourself a business. Well, congratulations, you are in business.
It was just so much fun. I was just like, man, I don't want to paint big ones right now. I just want to paint these little ones. And I put it in a little frame, and I set it next to my computer, and I thought, oh, I just love that little picture.
Okay, so
it's a silly little mountain picture, but I love it.
Okay, so Leslie said, Leslie, I can feel Tina's excitement about her paintings. I will pay $35 for one. And then she also says, what size frames? I probably have some to give.
Just small ones, like 4x8s, or 4x6s is a nice size. 5x7 maybe, but I want to try to keep them small so when people set them on their desk, they're not taking up a whole lot of room. You know, you can, about the size of a family picture that you would set on your desk, because they're little individual pieces of art, and they're landscapes. They're with big views, and because that's what I love. I love wide open spaces and mountains, and of course I did another one that was just kind of trees and a lake, but that was just a test, and
Okay.
there wasn't a lot of heart in there. But
Awesome.
anyways, it just, boy, I just thought, let me just follow this morning. So yeah, if you can find any kind of little frames that you wouldn't buy at Michael's or Walmart or whatever, something unique. And I know older frames tend to look that way.
Got it. Okay,
You know,
cool. I love
because
that.
that'll just add to it. These are unique, individual paintings.
Yeah,
you know, there won't
I
be another
love-
one like it.
I love that idea. I just absolutely love that. I think that's a
Little windows with big views.
Okay, so so Leslie told me. Well, Leslie told me to. Well, she said that she's gonna check at home, and for you to contact her. So can you send her? Here, Leslie, can you send an email out to the group with your contact info, and then Tina will just get it from there. Okay, cool. Thanks, Leslie. All right, Tina. Well, congratulations. This is awesome. I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, I just, you know, the animals are one thing, but this is like, oh my gosh, this is cool. You know, I just set that little picture on my desk, and I love that little picture.
Yeah.
Silly little picture.
Oh, just so you know, like, you don't actually have to sell that one to me. If you want to paint a different one to sell to me, that's fine too. But I'll leave that up to you.
I'm gonna paint. I will paint 2 a day. I don't know what they're gonna be of. It's just whatever.
Whatever your inspiration is for the day. I mean, that's just perfect.
Yeah.
And I want you to write, like, maybe in the back of it or something, like, write, like, you know, inspiration.
Well, they're each going to be named. I'm going to name them, and I'm going to put my little, instead of my artist signature on the front because they're so small, I'm going to put it on the back.
Got it. What about putting the date of?
Yes, I put the date. I put the date, a title, and the name, and maybe I'll put some little thing. But you know, it's underneath the picture, so you won't see it. But I figure, you know, the deal is just the uniqueness of it. Is these little older frames with little landscapes in them that nobody else has this but you.
Yeah. Oh, Leslie said, Tina, this is a great idea to sell for Christmas gifts. We can buy gifts and you can make money. I love that, Leslie. I love that. That's a great idea.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, my God. That's an awesome idea.
Isn't it cool?
Oh, jeez. All right, Tina, there you go. Now you can have a bunch of, so make sure you take orders. All right, so it's like.
Okay, orders.
Yeah, you find out who wants to buy some, so you're going to send an email out to the group today. Okay, you're going to take a picture of what you did. You're going to explain it in the email, and you're going to say, hey, guys, if you want one for yourself or to give away for Christmas, you can. I'm taking pre-orders right now.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, maybe I'll work on a little better one because the one I did this morning was so fast.
Stop it, man!
I'll stop it. I'll stop it.
Okay. Yeah, this is book I want you to get, and it's really, really great.
Yeah.
It's the guy's a writer, but he talks a lot about being an artist, and it's called Turning Pro. It's a very short book that you can finish in 1 hour, so you can get it as an ebook, on Kindle or whatever. It's just very. Was
it on Audible? Because I got that other book I've been listening to.
I don't know if it's on Audible or not, but it's called Turning Pro.
Turning Pro. Yeah. Okay.
Let me go look on Audible real quick. Nope, it's not on Audible. Because it's okay. It's a short book, so maybe that's why it's not on Audible.
Yeah. Okay, Turning Pro. Do you know who it's by? Anybody?
forgot his name, so let me search real quick.
That's okay. I'll search.
Hold on, let me. Oh yeah, Stephen Pressfield is his name.
Okay.
Okay, Stephen Pressfield. So yeah, so
Got it.
it'll be perfect for you at this time in your life. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yay!
Yay!
Wow, I love today's call. Like we have two breakthroughs. So we have Mercedes being excited. She's gonna call her daughter and tell her daughter how much she loves her. Tina's gonna kick off this painting business. I am so excited for you, Tina. You might want to talk to Ken, Ninja Ken Wong. Talk to Ninja about helping you create a website to sell these on.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So yeah, y'all work out whatever. I don't know what his price is or anything like that, but
Yeah.
make it work.
We'll figure out something.
Right.
It'll be great. I know it.
All right, awesome. All right, who else? Who else wants a breakthrough? Whether that be in your business or your real estate business or whatever else. Who's the next person? Toy, I'm unmuting you. Vicky, I'm unmuting you. Who else? Anybody?
Hello?
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 I just have a question.
Hello?
Vicky, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Vicky, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
I'm getting a
Hi,
feedback
guys.
from you.
Okay,
So-
you know what? Give me 1 second. Let me put earplugs in, and I have a box.
Great. Okay.
I have a
All right.
phone box, so hang on just a sec.
Okay. While you're
Okay.
doing,
This should help. I have hit. Okay, let me put my earplugs in. Okay, now, how's that? Any feedback?
testing 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
Test.
1, 2, 3. Hello, hello?
Yep, it's working, Vicky. You hear me?
Oh, okay, good. Good. Yes.
All right. Hold on, Vicky, real quick, because Toy has a question, so let me address that, and we'll go to you.
Sure.
Okay. Toy.
Okay, sounds good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, it might not be fast. I'm looking at this deal that it.
Hold on, Toy. Why
subject to.
is your audio sounds really bad? It's
Hold on.
what? Okay.
Well, maybe we'll sue Vicky and I get back.
Okay. All right, Vicky, you go. Vicky, you there?
Yes, hi, Tim.
Okay. So what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Well, yes, I've been working on my time management. It's been a huge challenge for me because it's not really, something I've been particularly good at. So I've been putting my days into 15-minute segments like so many, time management say, but I find that 15-minute increments seems to leave me with massive ADD. Sometimes it takes me more than 15 minutes to do things, and I'm kind of focused 15, and it's like the 15 just flies by in 2, and I'm off to the next thing, and then it's just like a whirlwind. It's almost exhausting.
Right. So why don't you just
So
start
maybe I'm doing something off.
So why don't you just start with 1 hour first, and then
Okay.
once you get used to that, then you can go shorter.
Yeah, I even have like a little egg timer to try to make me more disciplined, but the egg timer goes ding, and I feel like I just started.
Okay. Yeah. So So do 1 hour segments.
Okay. I will.
I will. Yeah, because the thing is with the focus work, 15 minutes is not enough. There are work that we really need to focus in on, and it takes 15 minutes just to get started, like what you just said, right? So
Right.
So we don't want to we don't want to cut that off at 15 minutes. So just go straight for 1 hour.
I got another book. I'm listening to the 3 Laws of Performance, but I also got the Natural Laws of your life and performance. Let's see. I think hang on just a sec. I'll tell you what it is. It's a New York Times bestseller, and I just
Okay.
downloaded it the other day.
Got it. Is that the ADD thing running? Reading 2 books?
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right.
No. It's called The 10 Natural Laws of Successful Time.
Okay. So just stick with one book first. Like finish the 3
Okay.
laws of performance, and then you know you can read whatever book you want to read after that.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. Yeah, just take it like just one thing at a time. Just one, yeah.
No, but I'm in a hurry.
Hurry for what?
I feel I can relate to everybody on the call. You know, we feel like we need to get things going, that we have life coming down on us and bills and everything else. So, you know.
Well, reading more
I
books.
feel like
Yeah, and so, you know, I mean, yes, we all definitely have life coming at us for sure. You know, however, you know, doing more things at the same time is not the answer. Like doing more
I know,
things
it's
is
really
not the
hard
answer.
though. But I've lived my life that way, so it's almost like a 12-step program.
Well, yes, you live your life that way, but doesn't mean that you have to be confined by that,
I know.
right? So yeah, so
I'm just saying it's a habit.
right. So yeah, so let's go to work and practice breaking that habit. So just one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
Okay, I'll breathe.
You know, I learned that we are happy. Like I'm learning so much more about myself and about happiness. I mean, yeah, I was watching a video on TED where they did an experiment, and they have people like texting in on their phone about when they are happy, and when they're the happiest, and we are the happiest when we are like present with whatever we're doing, like where we're not thinking about a bunch of other things.
Right.
You know, so like focusing on one thing at a time is what's gonna be more meaningful for us.
It seems like a formidable challenge, because everybody I'm talking to now is getting adult ADD. We seem to live in this incredible society where it's expected of you to multitask. If you're not multitasking, you're not being efficient.
Yeah, but that's just more of the that's just more stories, right?
I know. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
It's just something that you have to figure out and overcome.
right. So awesome. Okay, so for you, it's the time thing. Okay, so and like any particular question or anything? Are you clear on what you need to do for your business?
Well, I think we've simplified it a little bit more as far as honing in the focus of what it is that I would like to do. Running all over town, looking at something that a wholesaler's texting me and saying, get over here now, is just driving my stress up. It's much better to do HUDs because I've bought a HUD before. So yeah, I think just honing in on one particular real estate activity for now would be beneficial to me. I feel a lot more comfortable with them because of the time frame, and you're not just blowing a gasket trying to get money because you're staying at a house with 3 other people.
Okay.
So, absolutely, that I think just focusing on that right now has taken a lot of the real estate stress off.
Okay.
It feels like the end of the month is already here again, and again, and I feel like, God, where are we? Here we are again. It's the 1st of November already, and it's like I feel like feel like the wheels of the locomotion are hard to turn forward. It's like a heavy push to get it going.
Right. Okay, good.
And it's
Now,
nobody's fault. It's my fault. I mean, because I live such a multitasking life. It's totally my fault. But I got to fix it. It's my job to fix it.
okay. And as far as the wholesalers calling you to tell you to go look at their deal, yeah, I mean, you know, you don't have to go look at every deal, right? But the deal that are good, you know, like you do want to be on it right away, right? I mean, you know, with wholesalers, the thing with wholesalers is that some of those deals are really good deals, and which is
They
not,
are.
huh? Right.
You're correct. You were correct.
Yeah, and which, you know, and which is not fast enough. I'll give you an example. Right? I'll give you an example. So AC and I went shoot a video of a property that he just sold, and I was like, damn, like I would buy that house, but but you know, he already sold it. I was like, well, next time you need to email to the group first, because like I would totally buy that house.
Right.
Right? And this is from AC. Like, I mean, and so yeah, so there are some deals from wholesalers that are really good deals, and we don't want to, you don't want to limit yourself to just HUD homes. You know,
I really agree. I just don't feel comfortable that the money's right there in the hand, that if I go there and I put $2,000-$3,000 down or whatever they're requesting in a certified check, that I can turn around and immediately call 8 or 10 people and have all that money like instantly right there at the bank.
Okay,
you know, that's still a fear factor I have.
Okay, Vicky. First of all, even with wholesalers, you have at least, typically at a minimum, you have at least 2 weeks to close on it. So you do not need to find the money instantly.
Okay.
And number two, if you find a good deal and for whatever reason you can't find a private lender for it, like I'll help you find a private lender for it. Jim will help you find a private lender for it. So like don't let money be the reason. Like money should never ever be the reason why you don't do anything.
Okay. Well, that's consoling. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we are teaching you guys how to find your own private lender, but that doesn't mean that if you have a good deal and you don't have any private money lined up, that we won't help you find one. So that's why you're here, right? That's why we are here to help.
Good. Right, right.
All right. So yeah. Now that's different though than you like, you know, looking at every wholesale deals and running around town, going to look at every deal. You don't need to look at every deal. Just the deal that you see that has potential, then go look at it and get it.
Okay. I guess that was just a fabricated fear of mine, feeling that I would get there, I would put the cash down, which on some of them is non-refundable, and some of them it's $5,000 non-refundable, and then I like turn around and go, oh my God, everybody on my Rolodex says no today because they're pegged out or their money's lent out or whatever, you know. Holy smoke, now what, you know?
Yeah. So you're guessing that. Yeah, you're making up things. I know. That we don't know whether it will ever be true or not. But regardless, even if all of those things were true, we like between us and all the people in the group, like somebody will like let's say Tori might say, well, I have a private lender that's ready right now, and we can partner up on this deal.
Okay. Right.
Right, and you know, Pierre, like yesterday we did this call and Pierre was on. I think it was Pierre. You know, he got a meeting with a private lender that has over $1 million. So it'll be a while before that private lender runs out of money.
Very true. So find a deal. If I lock it in, say to the group, at the DoDeals group, hey, I got this deal. It's locked in. I don't have the money up front. Anybody want to partner?
Right.
Just basically do that, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
And like just before you lock it in, like if you know this is a deal, just like reach out to the group, like just email to the group, and like either I'll reply, Jim reply, AC reply, like one of us will reply just so you can have that confirmation that, hey, yeah, that is a good deal.
Okay.
You know, and if we're not replying quick enough, you can call or text us. But but at the same time, like don't let waiting on us makes you lose your deal either. Like if you know for yourself, like, okay, no doubt, 100%, it's a good deal, I'm going for it, then just go for it. But if you just know that like we are there, we are there to support you. So yeah, use us in whatever way that you need to use us to help you feel, to help you feel comfortable with moving forward with the deal.
Awesome. I feel grateful to you guys, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good. I love tonight. I love these. I really love these calls. Like I like these calls more so than training calls. But I know there are times when we have to do training calls. But what I love about these calls is because, like I get to make a direct impact into your lives.
Well, and I appreciate it because the once a month masterminds are awesome, but there's a disconnect for those weeks. This actually kind of brings all that energy back in because you're able to fluidly talk to you, and work together as a group or as a family. So it feels like we're more energetically connected than just showing up, or even just having a training call where you have a coach from somewhere else. It doesn't have the energy that this would.
Good. Awesome. Okay. Well, cool. All right, Vicki. Anything else?
No, I'm good. I got myself straight now.
Good. All right. Okay, Toya, you ready to ask about your question?
Yeah, two questions actually. I'm looking at this property. It's a short sale, and I think the number looked good. So I don't know if you have time looking at it with me.
Okay.
The second one is a potential subject to deal, and I just want to get a general idea of what to do first when you have a subject to deal. What kind of contract you write up.
Okay. So
how do you write it up?
All right. So first thing first is like give me the info on the deal. So which deal you want me to help you first?
Oh, the short sale that I just looked at. I have an MOS number.
Okay, hold on here. All right, MOS number. What is it?
304-17438.
It didn't find it. Let me go back.
No.
304-17438.
Yes.
Huh. Are
No.
you sure? Okay, now it found it. I was searching for contain. Okay. Britford, right? 16727 Britford. Okay. Asking 70,000, two-story house. Looks good already. All right. Let me see here. What are you going to do with this property?
I want to keep it as a rental. It looked like a great area for rental.
Okay. This is Stone Creek 084. I thought you want Spring. What are you doing over here on this end?
I was going by just to look at the subject to deal, and I saw this one.
Got it. Okay. All right. No, I don't recommend that you keep I don't recommend you guys to ever have two-story homes as a rental.
And it's really big.
It's a 4-bedroom, yeah.
Yeah, and 2,300 square feet. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like you're going to have to carpet and everything, and that's a lot.
Right.
Well, I mean, when you change tenants, it's too big.
Yeah.
Too big.
You know?
Is that too big? More money?
I don't know, but
Not
I would.
necessarily. Not necessarily.
Okay.
And you know, like you. Yeah, but number one is that it's never a good idea to get to see 2-story homes. There's more maintenance involved. So like if there's a water leak upstairs and the tenant don't do something about it, it can get downstairs and you can have a whole ceiling that drop down.
Okay.
Right. So it's just a lot more maintenance. And like Tina said, it's almost, it's over 2,300 square feet. That's a lot of.
It's almost 2 houses.
Right.
2 smaller houses.
Yeah. So like.
What about flipping?
Yeah, flipping would make sense, but not a rental. Okay. Because flipping, an owner is owning it. Yeah, owns it. So. All right. So let's take a look at this Stone Creek. All right. So let me go to here. New search. Subdivision is Stone Creek. Let me see, 23. All right. Okay. So they're selling for anywhere from 60,000 to 140 something.
Well, you may want to put in the key map.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me filter it by map. Okay.
It's 407.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let me just filter this down. Okay. The comps we have is good right now. Okay, so all right. Let me see here. Wow, there's a lot of foreclosures in there. I'm going to check some of these FHA ones and see. Okay. I am going to do a quick CMA. So 23, so yeah, you have a bigger house here, $55 a square. Okay. So what is $55 a square? Let me see. Anybody has a calculator?
Yeah, you have 129.
All right. So that's your value is 129. Okay. 4-bedroom, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's say it's worth 129.
Okay.
And yeah, let's say it's worth. Let me see how much the houses are listing. $70. Have you talked to the agent on this already?
No, not yet.
Okay. Have you seen how much repairs?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Carpet paint, the bathroom, the kitchen, they all need to be updated.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to run some comps real quick here. And I'm just going to say it needs $15,000. Yeah, okay. So, okay. So let's say if it needs $15,000 in repairs.
Okay.
Right? And that is just based on the picture I'm looking at here. So let me go look at the pictures inside. So if you take 129 and you multiply by 70%, you have 90,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And so you minus $15,000 in repairs, you have 75,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Might have to do something with that siding. It looks like they didn't. It's like bulging out for some reason. Take a look at that. Okay. It's a decent house. Is that a garage that got converted?
No, that's the back of the house. Actually, that's the living room.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, to the left is the kitchen, and that's the back. That's the living room. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take. Okay.
There you go. There.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, kitchen right there. Yeah.
All right. Ah, nice big kitchen for Micah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, 15,000 would do this house wonder.
You sure?
Yeah, it doesn't need
I thought it would take 15 just to do a rent ready.
No, not this house. This house is clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, rent ready, like you just rent ready, it would be like less than $5,000 you can rent this thing.
Paint carpet? Less than 5? Wow.
Yeah, no, this house is good.
Okay.
All right.
So it could. It's a flip potential.
Yes, there's a flip potential in this. So
Okay.
so ask them like at 70,000, is that the price that they are thinking the bank will take, or would the bank take less than that?
Okay.
So let me see here. Let me do the numbers at 65% and see what it will be, okay? $68,850. Okay. Yeah, so offer them 65,000, see what they say.
Okay. All right.
But at 65,000, this is a good deal.
Yeah. If you go back to the COM, I did the COM, and I just not so confident with the 120, 125. I don't, you know.
Yeah, but you got to look at the other houses. Okay, look.
Okay.
So the big homes. Okay, let's see the ones. Most of the houses in that neighborhood are much smaller than yours.
Okay.
All right. So okay, here's one. Let me see how much this one. I mean, look at the active. The ones that are over 2,000 square feet. Here's one that's listing. Well, but this is a newer home, so that doesn't count. 145.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at it. Yeah, this is much nicer.
Okay.
This is like, this is built much later. So let me take a look at. All right. So even if you are conservative, let me see here. Let me add in the square feet here. Let me just do 2,000 to 2,600. Let's take a look at the big ones. Okay. All right. Okay. It's a 2,100 sold for 21, sold for 99,000. There's another 2,200 sold for 87,000. Okay, let's see the picture of those homes. Or the newer homes. Okay. So okay, I see. Here's the thing that's gonna throw us off. You're right. Now that I'm looking at, here's what I'm looking at, y'all. I'm looking at year built. You want to find comps that are plus or minus 10 years. So all the comps that sold well, they're all built in the 90s and 2000. So yours is the only one that's old, built 1980. So that's the challenge. That's who you're competing with.
Okay.
Okay. So like you would have to make your house look really nice to compete.
Yeah.
So you know what? Okay. Let's assume you can only sell this thing for 100,000. So
Okay.
go offer them 50,000.
Okay.
They might take it.
Yeah. It's been on the market for I think 4 months. And it started at 80, and it goes down to 75, and now it's went down to 70. So it looked like nobody's looking at it at the 75,000 or 70. I don't.
Huh?
I don't know. Is that a good thing or bad?
Say that again?
I said it started out at 80 when they listed original at 80,
Uh-huh.
and then a month later they went down to 75, and a month later they went down to 70.
Yeah, that's fine. That's just how they're doing it. They just want to get some offers. So offer them 50,000. And like make it some odd numbers. Like don't make it like even 50,000. Like, you know, $50,230.
Okay.
Okay. But I think at 50,000 is a good deal.
Yeah. Even if you put 20,000 in it,
All right. So
70.
yeah, you'd be
Yeah,
at 70 and
yeah, that's good.
you sell it for 100 grand. I mean, for a house like that for 100,000, I think people would jump on it.
Yeah. Okay, I will call the agent.
Okay. The lot size is really small, 4,400. Is it a patio home?
Oh, I don't know. It's it has a very small backyard.
Yeah. You saw the house, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's there's a backyard. It's not that small, but it just doesn't have the length.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you noticed the mistake I made earlier, how I didn't look at the year built?
Yeah.
And so it threw me off, right? But after I look at the pictures of the other houses, the other comps, I see that they're newer, and now I'm paying attention to the year built. It's a huge difference.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. All right. Yeah, let me see here. Leslie asked, let me see here. She is thinking like me, why aren't others looking at this house? That is one of the things that holds me back. I think something has potential and is good price, then wonder why no one else has snatched it up. Must mean something is wrong with it. Well, maybe or maybe not. Maybe you're just at the right time when they drop the price, and boom, you know, you got it. No. All right. So so are you done with this deal, Toy?
Yes. Yes, I'm good.
Okay. So now let's talk about your subject 2.
Yeah, I was actually over there looking at a potential subject 2 deal, just driving the neighborhood,
Okay.
not going in the house. But like, let's say if we agree on the price, how do you do the contract?
Okay. Once that happens, so a simple answer for you is once you got everything done, then I'll walk you through it at that time.
Once I have the agreement?
Yeah, once you so as far as the contract is concerned, you use the track contract just like normal.
Okay.
Okay. The difference is that, you know, instead of like where you put cash or financing, you're gonna select financing.
Okay.
And you I think it's in paragraph number 3 where you select like what type of financing.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna create an option called D. Okay. And you're gonna put so here. So you're gonna create an option called D, and you're gonna put subject to existing financing from like whatever the name of the bank is. Let's say bank name not to exceed, you know, whatever the amount that they say they owed on it. Let's say 80,000. You got that?
now the mortgage, the balance on the mortgage is 83,000,
Okay.
and so the purchase price would be 83,000.
All right. Great. That's right. So so
Okay.
the purchase price is 83,000, and the financing amount is going to be 83,000.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to select the D option, which you have to handwrite in there because it doesn't exist
Okay.
in the check right now.
Uh-huh.
And so you're going to put subject to existing financing from Bank of America, not to exceed 83,000.
Okay.
So that means that if for some reason her loan balance is more than 83,000, you don't have to pay for it, or that she has to pay for it. So like let's say if it end up to be 84,000, then she'll have to pay you $1,000 for you to buy this house.
Okay. Now, you still close at title company, you still get title policy, yes?
It's up to you if you want to close at a title company and get a title policy. Normally when I do subject to deals, I don't close at title companies and I don't get title policy.
But how do you make sure that there's no other lien?
You can do title search on it. You can also even hire a title company to do the title search. You just don't buy the title policy.
Okay, so and where do you close? With an attorney, or do you just do the closing yourself? I like that. Any way to save the money.
Okay. Well, it really depends. So like it depends your risk level too. Like for me, I am totally okay with like me closing it. So I just have the seller deed it to me. But like if you talk to Jim Kennedy, he would have an attorney to close it. He might not buy the title policy, but he'll still have an attorney to do the documents.
Okay.
So if you want to play it safe, then just hire an attorney. So like, $500-600, they'll close it for you.
Okay, all right. But how much how much does the title company normally charge just to do a title search for you? $50
Well, they normally don't. They normally don't do just the title search. If you want them to do the title search and close on it, but you don't buy the policy, it's probably going to cost you around $600.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what's the difference between going to an attorney and versus the title? Attorney don't do title search for you.
Some attorneys do.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
but yeah, you can go through a title company.
Okay.
It's just yeah.
That's great, because that will save me like $1,000 on title policy.
Yeah.
If you can take over a house just for a few thousand, then what's the risk, right?
Right. So Vicky says this. Vicky said, if Toy decided to keep it as a rental, why not take out the carpets and install tile? Yes, you can do that, but the thing is, it's a 2-story house. Like, it's not normal that people install tile upstairs. You certainly can do that downstairs. But anyways, I never recommend a 2-story house rental. Like, ask me how I know, right? Okay. Yeah, and Vicky said there's a guy at the Rich Club that pulls title searches. Yeah, there's plenty of people that pull title search that you can pay them like $125. They'll pull title search for you. But yeah, I recommend just go through the title company. They're more thorough with that. Like I use, when you do a lot of volume with a title company, you start doing business with them, they don't mind to do title search for you, and even though you don't close with them, because they make money on the deals that you do close with them. So.
Okay.
Any other question?
Yeah, I'm told that if I'm not a realtor, I cannot use the track contract. If I use it, I actually have to wipe out the name and the number at the bottom. Is that the case?
No, don't worry about it. Just ignore that.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the case with like a TAW contract. TAW is Texas Association of Realtors. Not that, but that is not true for a TREC contract. See, a TREC is made by the state of Texas. It has nothing to do with realtors, right? But there's such thing as TAR, which is Texas Association of Realtors. Then those are only for real estate agents. But just use it. Nobody cares. Okay, got it?
Yep, I'm good.
Awesome. Okay. Wow, we've been on here for almost 2 hours, y'all. Before I let you guys go, I want to go back to Todd. Todd, do you have any deal right now that you have analyzed and that you think that there's some potential there that you want me to look at right now?
Well, if you want to look at that one in Oak Forest, the one that was on the HUD on Lamont Street, 2314 Lamont.
2314 what?
Lamonte.
Okay.
It's in Oak Forest. It was on the HUD thing that Gerald had sent out. And I went by and looked at it Saturday.
Okay. Oh, is that the one that you said that
It's 1,338 square feet, but HCAD showed 2,055.
right? I thought. Okay. Let's see here.
It's actually under contract, but HUD came back at 162.6, and I was thinking, man, that's a lot of money for that small house. But
so it's pending.
the way the houses are going over there, that still probably would have been a deal.
Okay. Yeah. So
At 162, I mean, that still would have been a deal just from based on what's going on in that area.
yeah, I can see that. I mean, just looking at what's going on here. So Oak Forest. I'm just going to look at Oak Forest 13. What happened to all my fields? All right. Okay. So let me take a look here. I'm gonna move some of these things so that way I can see them better. All right. Okay. So it's one that sold for $145 a square, 177, 140, 161, 142, blah blah blah. So the really nice ones will actually go pretty high for 51M. Okay. Square feet is 1411. Let's look at this expensive one. Let's see what happens. Oops. Okay. TC Chester, right? Okay, let's look at number 7. Old Little House. Number 8. Old Little House. Number 9. No picture. Number 10. Number 11, nicer, 12, nicer, 13, 14. So I'm just looking at pictures right now, y'all, just to give me an idea. 16. Okay. Wow. This 15 sold for a lot for what it looked. Okay. Wow, this house sold that much?
It's just kind of deceiving on that area and stuff, what's going on over there.
Holy cow. Well, they really updated the inside very nicely, big.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. Wow, so that neighborhood supports it. So you take that 1,300 square feet and you build out something nice like this, even though the outside looks ugly, but the inside is so much nicer.
You could have probably, on this house, you probably could have taken back the kitchen part and extended back a little bit. I don't know what the cost of doing that would, but it would probably make that value go way up. And also, there's a lot of houses out there for sale that are selling the lots. The old houses, they're tearing them down and putting, $500,000 homes on them.
Wow.
There's a lot of that going on over there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so clearly the nice house, they're definitely worth the money. Now our house is number 6, is right here. So Monte number 4. Wow, this thing, let me see. Let's take a look at this picture. Wow. Yeah, okay. So if you make it like nice like this, it can push high, $180 a square. Kind of risky, but it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that house would go from, you could get it for like, looking at it on HUD, maybe get it for like 125 or something, and you'd be right there, something.
Okay, so let's say, all right, let's say we can push this thing for $180 a square. Let's assume we're going to keep the square footage. Times 1388. That's 249,000. So let's say it's going to cost us like 50 grand, okay?
Up about 210.
Times 70 minus 50 grand. So 125, yeah? How much did they counter us at?
The HUD counter was it's listed, of course, 184. The HUD counter is 162.
162.
162.6. That was kind of the number I came up with if I was going to buy it and I was going to rebid on it, because I bid on it back at 105. My next bid was going to be at 125, but then it showed it wasn't on HUD anymore.
Got it.
And then it showed pending on MLS.
Right. Okay. So, all right. Take a look at this thing. What is this?
Which one are you on?
Hold on. I'm on the one that was sold for 160,000. Look, they listed for 147.6, and people bid it up to 160. How cool is that?
Yeah, that maybe, like I said, there's one for sale by owner. There's one that sold to a builder, 1539 Cheshire. I haven't done the analysis on this, but I was just kind of seeing, this is kind of down the road a little bit, but I was going to look and see what that one sold, because it sold to a builder.
Yeah.
One right next to it that's sold for sale by owner.
Okay. All right. So So yeah, so if I was to buy this house, yeah, I would buy it around between 125 to between 125 to 135.
That was my initial thing, and then I wanted to see if it's pending. I want to see what they actually do with the house,
Yeah.
because a lot of those other, the smaller houses and stuff on some other streets they're tearing them down and building, if you look at it, $400,000 and $500,000 homes,
Yeah.
$499, $545, that kind of thing.
Right. But yeah,
So how much does it cost to build? What's the cost on one of those the homes?
if you had even at 160 something, if you had be willing to risk and put it under contract, so you risk $1,000 in earnest money, I bet you could have wholesale it to a builder for 170.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm trying to get past. I think I hear it in a lot of other people, is just that hesitation, because the good deals go fast.
Right.
And the way my mind works and overanalyzing things sometimes is just I've got to be quicker on spot on making those decisions and just going for it and really getting good at the numbers.
Right.
And really focusing on a couple different neighborhoods instead of all over the place.
Right. Yeah, I like the fact that, I agree with that. And because you know Oak Forest well, I was from this area. Yeah, now that I'm looking at these comps, like I would have tied it up under contract and wholesale it to a builder. Like, especially what you're talking about, where they're tearing down these homes and building new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I would have done that. I would have sold it for 170.
And that I'm going to follow this property and see what they actually do with it and stuff on her. But
yeah,
sometimes that hesitation, Tim, I've got to get past that hesitation point, like a lot of us do, and just take move forward and make an offer on it and go for it.
Yeah, so you can tell yourselves, like, look, I can either have hesitation or I can make money.
No, trust me, I've had this talk with myself.
Right.
This one made me have that talk with myself. So yeah.
Yeah. So this one. I know you were talking to me about it, and then I don't remember what happened. I know you were supposed to find out if it's a small, like, if the actual.
Yeah, I found that out, and I went and looked at it Saturday, and also sent Brant some information, just kind of get some input from a contractor standpoint.
Uh-huh.
And then Chris ran some comps, and he came up with like 230, 240. But I said, you're running them on the 2,055 square feet, and it's 1,388. And so some of it got lost in that translation between communication back and forth and the timing with everything going on. But
all right. So next time, do it quicker. Yeah.
no, I mean that part on there, I've got a little familiarity now with it, so I feel a little more comfortable with that. I just couldn't believe that a 1,388 square foot house would go for $250,000, or 160 to sell. But it's just
yeah. But look at this one. Look at this little 992 square feet sold for 170.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. It just blew me away.
Right.
And it blew me away. But like I said, I'm getting more and more familiar with that area and stuff.
So what I want you to do is I want you to farm that area. So can you like do a fly campaign in that area?
Yeah, I just like I said, some the computer skills and stuff on there. I got to work on that a little bit. But yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Well, yeah. Look,
when you say design a flyer and stuff on it, like you and I talked about the yellow letter, just a flyer to put on the individual doors.
Yeah. That's correct.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you do that this weekend?
That's what I was starting to work on this morning. First thing I texted
So,
every wholesaler out there, but yeah.
Okay. So how many how many how many flyers are you going to put out this weekend in this neighborhood?
At least 50.
50 is not going to do anything.
100.
At
Give
least.
me a number.
Well, I want it to be a number that you're going to commit to.
Well, like I said, if I'm going to go out and put them out and stuff on it, is 250 a good number?
Okay, fine. All right, so yeah, 250 is a good number. So do at least 250, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, just hit, just hit all the old homes. If you see it's a newer home, don't bother. But all
No, just
like
yeah, I think definitely just go by to the older ones.
right. All right. Mark said that this area has bathrooms made of marble. Wow. The other side of TC Justice selling for 500K. I'm working this area. It's great selling in less than 30 days. Yeah, look at the days on market. They're very low. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, it's a great market for sure. So, all right, y'all. It's 2 o'clock. We've been on this webinar for 2 hours. Can you believe it? Did you guys enjoy today?
Time flies when you're having fun.
You guys got a lot of value out of today?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a question for all of you, by the way.
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, so we'll do it again more often. We'll do this format more often. I think this format's good.